Hey guys, and welcome to the 2-Minute Money Manager. I'm your host, Stacey Johnson, and this answer is brought to you by MoneyTalksNews.com, serving up the best in personal finance news and advice since 1991. Today's question comes to us from Carol. Carol says, I saw a commercial on television saying I might be able to sell my term life insurance policy. Is it possible to sell my insurance? Well, Carol, I got 3 things for you. Thing number 1, can you sell your policy? Well, maybe. I did a story on this several years ago, TV news story, and I talked to a guy who does this, a broker for these types of things, and he told me only about 1 in 4 policies that he sees are worth selling for reasons like this. Remember what we're talking about here when you're selling a life insurance policy is you're selling it to somebody who, this is going to sound crazy, but they want you to die. So, in other words, the older you are and the sicker you are, the more your policy is worth. And if it's not $100,000 face value, they don't have as much interest in it. I mean, $100,000 and up, they don't have as much interest in it. So you can see there's not a giant market for this. There is, however, a market. And just because it's less than $100,000 or you're not super sick doesn't mean you can't sell your policy. But just don't get your hopes up, because very few of these policies are actually worth an investor buying. So can you sell? Theoretically, yes, you can. Thing number 2, how do you sell your policy? Well, you can sell it directly to somebody who wants to buy it. You can also go to a broker that will hopefully get different competing bids for your policy, because there's no set amount that it's worth. So they're going to go out and they're going to solicit bids for your policy, and you're hopefully going to get the best one. Now, keep in mind, you're going to be taking a physical. This is going to be a big hassle. Okay, you're going to be taking a physical. They want you to be sick. They want you to be old, and you're going to be taking a physical to sell that policy. There's lots of complications in this, guys. So there's rules. Your policy might not be able to be sold. It could say that in the contract itself. So there are a lot of different things you're going to have to do in order to sell that policy. But probably the best way to do it is to go to a broker. Now, thing number 3, you need to be super careful when you're doing this too. There's been a lot of rip-offs in this business, so you want to make sure that you're dealing with somebody reputable. The wrong way to do it, respond to some ad. The right way to do it, go to a reputable insurance agent and ask if they know somebody who's reputable to buy your policy. Maybe a lawyer you can get a referral from. Maybe an accountant, someone like that. Don't respond to ads. Do make sure you're dealing with somebody honest. And one way you can do that too is go to your state insurance department, and you can make sure the person you're dealing with is properly licensed. Do a lot of reading on this, and then maybe you can sell your policy if that's something you need to do. Be aware also that there are alternatives. If you can't make the premium payments and you want to keep the policy, you might be able to lower your death benefit and then lower those premiums. If it's a cash value policy, you might be able to borrow against it. So be aware that there are alternatives too, if the reason you're selling that policy is because you can no longer afford it. Okay, guys, I hope that answers your question, and I hope you'll meet me right here next time. Hey, did you like the video? Then do us a favor. Give it a thumbs up, comment below, share it. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the button. It's right here. No, seriously, click it. It's right there. I'm not going anywhere until you click the button. Okay, I'll see you next time.